Joined by Hofstra coach Joe Mihalich following his team's dominating victory over William & Mary. Coach, your overall assessment of today's game?
Well, anybody that says that there is, in a healthy way, there wasn't a little bit of a payback on our minds. It was. Listen, they played terrific. As good as we played today, that's the way they played when they came to our place. I guess we're even now, and if there's a rubber match, we got to wait and see what happens. But it's a great team. We have great respect for them. They got an NBA player and a great supporting cast. We were motivated. We were driven by that. I'm proud of our guys for wanting to prove to not just William & Mary but the rest of the league that we're a good team. And but I think the thing I was most proud of today was our defense. Our defense. So
Coach, the first half was key, really the end of the first half. Your team was up 4 and Tariq Coburn hit 2 threes in the last 20 seconds of the half. How much of that momentum drive you guys in the second half?
We all know this. It just feels like he scored 6 points, I think, in 40 seconds. As you just said, went from 4 to 10, and it felt like I went from 4 to 20. It's just that feeling that, because we went on the other end of it too. And I'm sure that was a little bit of a killer for them too, because they were like, they had it to 4. They're probably figuring, look, we haven't played that good, but it's only 4. Let's get in the locker room and regroup. And bang, bang. Tariq hits 2 threes. He had a quiet 19 points. I thought he was terrific. We have 5 guys in double figures.
There's a lot of great players in this league. You have one of the best in Jor Bowie. He literally controlled the game in every facet today, and we talk about him every time. But what more can you say about him, and what did he do today to really control every aspect of the game?
Listen, we're biased. We just are. We just are. We're with him every day. We get to be with him every day. You talk about a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to be with somebody. That's the way Jor is. But he's a candidate for Player of the Year. Now, everybody, the other guys are hyped, and they're great players. Rillard's a great player. This kid, Knight's a great player. The guy at Northeastern's a great player. DeJour should be in the conversation. Does he get it at the end of the year? Probably not, because everybody else has been so hyped. Much more hyped. But what a year he's had. He's just been unbelievable. Big shot after big shot, and he's been terrific.
Speaking of big shot after big shot, today Isaac Conte really neutralized the Knight versus Conte exchange. Your thoughts on his action today?
So proud of him. I'm so proud of Isaac because, he did not do well against Nathan Knight the first time. A lot of people don't do well against Nathan Knight. He's terrific. And this time he accepted the challenge and played with a great vigor. And, just so proud of him it kind of speaks to how he's been. He just keeps getting better and better. So what was that? January 4th, I think, right? Like exactly a month ago. And so now he's just gotten so much better in a month.
Your team is now 9 road wins this year, leads the nation pending some other outcomes today, but will still lead the nation tonight. What are why did your team excel so much on the road in these situations?
Well, first of all, great atmosphere. My goodness, just a great atmosphere. Great crowd. We took them out of the game the whole way, but a great crowd. We had a great crowd, and our guys loved it. It was a good basketball atmosphere. Our guys loved the atmosphere. That's what good players do. That's what good teams do. And when there's a great atmosphere, our guys are gonna be ready to go.
And Coach, we talked about Coburn, about Bowie, about Conte, all of them having great games, but you look at the starting 5, once again, all in double digits. Can you just talk about the offensive?
Yeah, well, the only name we didn't measure distinctly was Elijah Pemberton, and he was terrific. 3 for 3 from the three-point line. He had a couple of games where he wasn't. Looked like a first-team all-conference guy today to me.
Coach, your defense, you talk about what happened up in Hempstead versus what happened here today. Team just complete change in the defense. What did you see from your squad today in terms of points allowed? And
it's 60 today, right?
Yeah.
We gave up 88 there, so like a 30-point turnaround defensively. And I tell you what, you got to credit Coach Mike Farley for a lot of the stuff we do in the zone because it's his baby, and he was all over these guys, and like all of them. These guys are terrific. One night it's Mike Farley, the other night it's Speedy Claxton, the next night it's Colin Curtin. But these guys are all over their opponents, and our guys are prepared.
Your team's now 8-3 in the league. You've been through the gauntlet of road trips in the league. Another strong road trip today. What do you make of your team 11 games into the conference slate?
Well, we just have to. We just talked about it in the locker room. Being humble and hungry. And listen, in this league, that 8-3 could turn into I don't know how many games we got left. But we know we could lose any game. We know it. We know it. Home, away, we know it. And just knowing that makes us play harder and makes us respect, the other team.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.